É. O que eu escolhi mesmo? Whisper.
Whisper. Tony Whisper.
Breath.
Wrath. Opa. Crimson.
Ah, que porra é essa?
Fight. Ok, Crimson. Crimson Caravan. Stinky.
Ribbon.
Ansiedade.
Anxiety. Ok, boys. Fight.
Começou a palhaçada.
O que a gente escolheu, Bruno?
Ribbon.
Só tem merda, não sei. Memory.
Memory.
Tacou.
Tuckle.
Tá viciado.
Cinco de
Caiu
novo.
3 vezes o 5. Tá viciado essa porra. Contamination.
Contaminação.
Scar.
O quê?
Scars.
Stars.
Stars.
Scars ou stars?
Scars.
Ah, Scars, tá. Hello, Scarface.
Ah, não.
Apparently,
Tá viciado essa
esse
porra.
dado tá viciado.
4 vezes 5.
Ah, 5 vezes pra dar good measure.
Universe.
Como é que falou?
Universe.
Vitality.
Universe Vitality, ok. 6.
Graças a Deus. Vitality.
Vitalidade.
Milk.
Milk. Sticky.
Heaven Sent.
Heaven Sent. Ok.
O que é Heaven Sent?
Jardim do Chão.
6.
Modalidade.
Leite.
Inferno. Caralho.
Control.
Incontrolable.
Defeat.
Defeat. 1.
Tomar no cu.
Bruno
Aí,
and
calma aí. Muda.
Together.
our journey to victory has begun.
Stars.
Stars eat together.
Aham.
4.
Together.
Where is together? Here.
Massacre.
Massacre.
Misery.
Misery. Ok.
Ganhei de novo. Pode até escolher o meu já.
4.
Vai, pica.
What's massacre? Animal.
Suicide.
Suicide Squad.
Alone.
Suicide Alone.
Ah. Isso aí eu perdi, eu acho.
2.
Ganhei. Anger.
Anger.
Entropy.
Entropy. 3. Entropia. Ah, não.
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
Eternity.
Eternity Melancholy. 1.
Melancholy.
It's melancholic.
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Nibble. Warm.
Tá de palhaçada.
Seems like a worm.
Dream.
Dream.
Diarreia lá em cima.
Disarray. That's a ray dream.
Tá viciado.
Dream, my boy.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Joy.
Joy. 3.
Tá viciado.
Lucky.
Graveyard.
Graveyard. Meu.
Misfortune.
Reward and misfortune. 4.
Graças.
Misfortune. Não, pera.
Oh,
É
Graveyard. O cara já achando que eu tô perdendo, né?
Bop.
Papa.
I want some bop.
Eu quero Pain.
Pain. Pain e Papa.
É do pai.
Seems like pain it is.
Fazer um bop.
Deixa eu bop.
Hi again, Andre.
Oh god.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my promise. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Hanging out. Oh fuck.
Que é isso aí, cara?
It's you.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Andre. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. The fuck? Oh, come on! Like he deserves.
Parece o Scooby-Doo falando, velho. Ah, mano, parecia o Scooby-Doo falando, mano.
O cara chegou igual, porra, a black person.
O cara é o Scooby-Doo falando, velho.
Vai tomar no cu. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Like. Porra! Oh, come on! Like he deserves. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Não, muda. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
I already hang out. It's not cool.
But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Tá fuck? Tá cobrindo a legenda, vagabunda.
Natsuki certainly have a big mouth, so someone who keeps her manga special collection
In the classroom.
in the
O
classroom.
cara tem tudo decorado na mente dele.
Tem.
Maluco esquisito. Tu?
Eu joguei jogo.
Ah, pá, tá de sacanagem.
Manga?
Monica. Natsuki finds herself
Mônica não é manga.
stuck in the wall between saying Monica and manga.
Viu, vagabundo? Só que eu dei uma incrementada.
Manga is literature.
What?
Não,
Deixa
deixa.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Aí, ó.
Nossa, tá tortaço, agora que eu me liguei.
Pior que tá mesmo. Literature.
Chura.
I'm sorry, Andre. Well, make sure to put you comfortable first, okay?
Yuri shoots. What? Shoots Natsuki while with a disappointed glance.
Como é que eu vou fazer isso?
Anyway, now that you are in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking one book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So if I only feels,
Tá tudo
it only
torto.
feels, god damn it, right for me to do something like that. If you ask.
Eu imagino o Andrei, o protagonista, falando, pô, sei lá o que, eu vou falar uma Nath, tipo, tá tudo torto.
Que chá é esse, Yuri?
Que já foi esse que a gente tomou?
Porra.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Well, if you don't really want to, then forget it. I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I would be happy to pick up a book if you want me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as a vice president and all,
Doesn't mind how you felt.
then I should help you to get started on something you might like. You
You're-
fucking dumbass.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want to feel left out.
Sou. Ponte branco.
blank.
So I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And when could you discuss it if you wanted?
This is...
My
How is this girl accidentally being so
I'm
cute?
I'm growing strong.
My PP's hard, I can't have a good think now. She even picked up a book that she didn't think I would like, despite I'm not reading too much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
How to remove your prepucio.
That's it lá no fundo. Whoa, what was on that tea?
Tentando pegar os livros lá e caindo tudo na cabeça dela. Well, you can read it at your own pace, quer dizer. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Eu preciso mijar. I'll be back. Tá merda, clarinho, gente.
Ué,
Raro de...
quase mijei. A única coisa que eu vi de Assassin's Creed Valhalla foi, eu acho que o comecinho do jogo, que tu é criança lá e mata teus pais, alguma coisa assim. Eu acho que é esse. E a DLC. 1 hora da DLC. Acho que era o Luke Salamandra fazendo um vídeo da DLC.
A última canção.
Era, sei lá o que.
Ragnarok?
É, Ragnarok. Uma batalha de rima é sacanagem. Ubisoft bota um bagulho que não tem nada a ver no jogo. Ué, voltou normal, agora fui ver.
Voltou quando saiu.
Ó, os caras. Já tô me targetando.
Tá tipo. É, eu cheguei a ver o final, que é fora do ano, né?
Do jogo?
Hã?
Do jogo em si ou do.
Ah, do
da
jogo.
DLC?
Mas não cheguei a ver nada da DLC. Cheguei a ver um clipezinho do Odin entrando num lugar que tinha um gigante.
Caralho, com o Odin no jogo.
DLC do Ragnarok e fui jogar com o Odin.
Caralho.
Já
Não, então não foi da Ragnarok que eu vi.
Deve ter visto.
Foi Fallen Gods? Eu não sei qual era o nome da DLC.
Maluco, tem que grudar aquela privada no chão, fui levantar a tampa, a privada veio junto. Eu fui levantar a tampa, a privada veio junto.
As duas vezes que eu fui apertar o botão, a privada foi.
Manners make a man.
O Tinho tá no show do Matuê.
Who says I'm a man?
O Tinho tá no show do Matuê.
Nem fudendo.
Ah, aqui, ó, calma aí. Deixa eu botar um brilho, um pouquinho mais de brilho.
Porra, Matuê, velho.
3 horas atrás. E tinha um show do Matuê. Propaganda do.
Nem parece o Tinho que tinha medo de Ubanda e agora vai pro chão do Matuê.
Ó, o Tinho não fez a gente perder ponto naquele trabalho.
Eu quis fazer uma porra de um trabalho sobre Umbanda.
Um trabalho sobre religião. E aí tu tinha que pegar e dançar a dança dessa religião, ou tocar uma música dessa religião. Eu tinha, não, eu não vou dançar uma dança de Umbanda. E ele não fez o trabalho com a gente.
But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Ah, imagina com o Pedro trocava. Eu cantava.
Tu cantava?
Boa noite pra quem é de boa noite. O bom dia pra quem é de bom dia.
Ô benção, meu papai, ó benção.
Yuri's face is already buried on a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is running around in the closet. Oh, I am really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit
please, no.
more. but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her for reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she lent it to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her.
É tipo eu tentando disfarçar olhando pra uma pessoa.
Léo, não olha agora, tem uma guria passando do teu lado lá. Okay. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But
Que houve?
it only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I don't know what I was doing. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, singing. I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed you in the first place. But I'm still reading a bit of this, so... Que é isso?
Lazy eye.
Qual foi, porra?
You got a lazy eye, see?
Tá se movendo
Lazy eye.
cada segundo. Ô, qual é que deu?
Não tá.
That's the book you gave it to me.
Como
right?
não? Eu tô vendo se mover.
Demorou tanto tempo assim, porra.
I wanted to read. Hã?
Só um olho.
Virou governador.
Qual que é? É o direito? Porra, é fudeu.
Caralho, o olho tá lá no...
I wanted to read some of it.
Hã?
Se conta na ponta, acontece algo.
Tá se mexendo aí?
Sim.
Tá se mexendo.
Opa. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Meu olho vai sair de novo.
What?
Meu olho vai sair de novo.
Myra.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
É tipo a minha pica. Começa a endurecer, é difícil ficar mole.
Fuck!
What is it?
Go on.
O que aconteceu?
Go on.
What have you done, boy?
It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What is the story about anyway?
Well,
Aí fudeu, ela vai explicar de uma maneira muito difícil.
What are you doing, boy? You better stop doing what you're doing.
Balas.
Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov.
Ah, eu posso fazer meu sotaque.
The fuck? There is an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
basically it's about the religion camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have their trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selecting blinding people and then start selecting breeding people by cutting off their limbs and eye and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The fuck? The book, I mean. On the table. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Seems a little sad.
Are you not a fan of those sort of stories, Andre?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She seems so reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a stranger new perspective.
O Bruno tava em outro universo ali agora, eu olhei pra ele, tava paradão na calça do chão.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. The fuck, bro? But because the world is full of horrible person and we are all worthless anyway. Then suddenly I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I felt like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole
body gets incredibly hot.
My whole body gets incredibly hot.
What?
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange.
You just said something strange, but I don't mind.
And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That's just mean you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listening. It's the literature club after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well start reading it right now. Again.
Yes? I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get my book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah?
What the hell? Are you sure you're not a little too excited for that? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see.
I see. Well, just tell me if I ended up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can't put her presence over my shoulder as I read.
De novo essa palhaçada.
It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little
Caneta, cara.
distracting,
Cadê minha caneta?
but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the eye of my corner. Oh shit, is the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually reading at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
I'm sorry.
Ah, vai tomar no cu.
Você aparece no Easter?
Huh?
Você aparece no Easter?
No.
I was just staring at the cock.
O que ela falou?
I was just bathing at the warmth of your body. Eu tava
Não vou falar isso não.
banhando no calor do seu
Não
corpo.
vou falar isso aí não.
Come on, Yuri, say it. Okay. Yuri,
I was just bathing on the warmth of your body.
I didn't mean that.
The fuck?
You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I'm sorry. Tomar no puxa, tentei adivinhar. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean,
Yep. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book between the two of them.
I suppose so.
It's Levioso. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Shit. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead of using my right hand to hold the book, to open the book. Oh shit. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
What?
Tô com medo de bugar isso.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the table. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after I flip her to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddler? Even closer together than before. It's kinda distracting me. It's if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready
Ready for what?
to turn the page?
Oh, shit, sorry. I think I got distracted a bit for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? Quê?
Virou Dani pra você.
Sério? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Science.
Science.
Science. Since you have been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed I should finish the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an
Cadê aquela vagabunda da mana?
exchange. She's just looking,
Looking da onde? Eu achei que ela tá no PC.
admiring from the sidelines. Hey Yuri. This might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. It's
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking about the way she second guess things she says and all that.
That's what were you talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
What do you mean? Something else.
Never mind. We didn't even get to the far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, you feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm just bongy.
You're just being a little fidget ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as
Ainda bem que não chegaram nessa parte.
heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? So, you're back.
Voltar a vida.
Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly baka. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems to each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'll get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where we left off in the book. Then I slip into my bag. Who should I show my poem first? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Oh god.
Os dois odeiam minha Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
I have a blunt here.
Well, excuse me? It's not like I said it was bad.
This is a little flat like someone. A bowl.
I was just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for you to taste.
Do you want...
Porra.
Come on.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass. Sigh.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show your mind.
Mine what?
Not that you like it.
Baka.
Go
Eagles can fly, moking.
Monkey.
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 Monkey can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek.
Porra, mano.
Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's all about it.
Pô, é uma merda do caralho.
Yeah.
I think you should have stick to the cupcakes.
É tipo o dublador do Barry Allen. Ele faz o bagulho. Diálogo merda.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
Você cagou aí, ligando?
Não, deixa eu
Ah, tá.
É, eu faço essa desculpa para ela não acredita em mim.
Eu pulei.
I liked it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
É um simples, só fala do que quer comer.
Yes, exactly. I like it. I like it. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart.
Como é que Eagles fly, velho? Palhaço.
Liking this poem. seeing everyone around you do great things can be really... Que é aquilo ali, meu irmão?
Disheartening.
Disheartening.
Ah, British, are we?
So I decided to write about it.
Hello, brother of the round table.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme.
Rhyme.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Flat like someone I know. Damn, human fall
Tem um jogo
flat.
chamado. Nossa! It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. Oh, I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
I like your little fang, it's really cute.
There's something.
I'm glad you learned something.
I didn't learn anything.
Didn't expect. Vá tomar no teu cu. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you?
A youngling.
I guess not. I decided to help humor her with his last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her.
Por que a Nath não bugou o jogo, desgraçado?
Because
Aí
you're
pega essa
next.
vagabunda. Vai.
I
Mostra
can
pra
honestly do this.
Mostra essa vagabunda.
Vagabond.
Hi, Andrew.
Howdy, partner.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Sleep. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
I am always listening. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Tem uns 4 raios.
Don't worry, Andrew. You're all a little embarrassed today, you know? That's sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I hand Monica my poem.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this?
God damn.
Great job, Andrew.
Essa gaguejada.
I was going, whoa, my head was really
Whoa, what was in that tea?
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Oh god.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, they always count when I put some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it'll work anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbols. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. Like someone that I know.
Like she has schizophrenia.
She's kinda bipa. I didn't know.
What the fuck?
But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spent so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions. So don't blame her for coming a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too much stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time.
Suddenly, the door opens.
I'm back.
Yay!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
Filha da puta.
Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Huh? Already? I'm so sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Onde eu bati o...
That's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean that I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Puta que pariu.
Fuck, eu não consigo nem ver o que é. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my buried eyes can no longer see My burning eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing tricks on my mind?
My ears.
My ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. It's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Apple pen.
No, it's Monica's pen.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, that's what I can call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was that inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
But Ron, I don't know if I can get it out. I'm so nervous.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes during writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
There's nothing for me to read. Oh, Yuri, não precisa de mais um tempo sozinho. Yuri reads the poem, and I noticed her eyes lit up.
Exceptional. Exceptional.
Exceptional. Exceptional, bro. Read it like a man.
Exceptional.
What is that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
You first covers her mouth, but then ended up covering her whole face.
Oh. He's going to hate me.
You didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicate you have written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. That's actually my first time, really.
Oh, so good on your first time?
Yuri stares at me blankly.
Se olhar a porra do guaxinim de novo das facadas, eu vou ficar puto.
Stop.
Oh, you know that I just made...
It just made a oof.
Eu just made a...
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if she's breaking down more thoughtfully.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through the mystery... Oh, caralho. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they pit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Tá porra.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought is that her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. It's probably the most challenging part. I might take you some...
Eu lembrei do poema das batatas, vai tomar no cu.
Esquece as batatas.
Não dá pra esquecer o poema das batatas, é o único poema que eu já fiz.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and training new things. I also hope that everyone in the club give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little...
Biased.
Que é biased?
Tipo a pegada, né?
É como se fosse tipo, eu sou um pouco, só quando alguém vai fazer uma review, eu sou um pouco biased pra esse aqui. Minha opinião é um pouco biased.
Natsu can be a little biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, Ghost
Puta que o pariu! O que tá escrito ali?
Ghost Under the Light.
Eu ia ler G-Host.
Puta merda.
Ghost under the light.
Testicle. The testicles.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the
Illuminate.
amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the seeking blue-green. Porra.
Aí, Léo, agora tu sabe como eu me sentia quando eu tinha que fazer os trabalhos copiando de ti.
Blue-green blue? Who? O que tá escrito ali?
Hue.
Hue.
Blue-green hue.
Blue-green hue of the future.
I bathe.
I bathe.
Calms.
Calms breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers.
I flickered back.
I flicker by. Entendi porra nenhuma.
Didn't expect it, so.
Não entendi porra nenhuma.
Dá pra ler merda.
I'm sorry, I just write as myself.
What? I wasn't.
Mano, é possível, toda vez que eu falo uma frase sendo eu, a porra do personagem fala what?
She knows it.
Isso é sacanagem.
She knows it.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, it's just I don't really script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty.
Quer me comer?
No.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short.
That was what she said.
I usually write long poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I will be honest. Since
What happened to Monica there? She's drifting to the mess.
Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Uh-huh.
Are you into ghost theory?
No. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Actually, the history isn't about a ghost at all, Andre. Dumbass.
So Nicholson. I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did also. Porra, I suppose you did only glaze over it after all.
Don't drink yourself, Yuri. Alright.
But remember that. Stop fazendo.
Poets.
But remember that poets often express themselves on thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a single story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Eu nem lembrava do fantasma.
Ghost into their light.
Lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let it go of the past, as soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Solemn.
Okay.
I haven't
Solid.
even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh?
Impressive.
It's nothing really.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have.
Yours has
Oh shit.
an impressive soul, não é tá escrito.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this.
Pulou antes, seu vagabundo.
I knew what you were reading.
But in the end, I enjoy it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Andre.
What happened to Yuri's voice?
Mudou.
Yuri's having bad problems.
Eu preciso de alguém na minha bad, né?
No. Me too.
I can fulfill that.
Finally.
Phew. Well, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated.
Pelo amor de Deus, que azul não começa bem, né? Isso aí,
It
porra.
was if everyone was judging
O
me
cara
for
da
my
flauta ele tocou meio errado.
mediocre writing skills. If they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up against theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something on her notebook.
Tá pagando eu, viu?
My eye lands over Yuri and Natsuki.
Ah, não.
They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their
Ah,
respective
não. Puta que pariu.
Is they read in tandem, each other expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this language? Huh?
You say something, bitch?
It's something, boy!
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to their desk with her one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours cute. Cute?
Oh god.
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something?
Adorable.
Women fight, that's gonna be interesting.
Mas, mano, minha cabeça bugando, estourando.
It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Pô.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Oh. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did it, by the way. Monica liked it. And Andre did too.
Eu nem lembro do texto dela. Aí do papai bater nela. Não, era outro.
Não era, não. Era o Monkeys que
É, o Monk. Aquele poema desgraçado do caralho.
So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Don't get me involved into this.
First of all, excuse me, bitch.
You bitch.
I appreciate the offer, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nigga. And Andre liked my poem too, you know? He even told me it was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Que porra é essa?
Oh,
Oh,
is that so?
Até parou a música, eu tô fudido. Deixa o meu cérebro pensar.
I didn't really realize.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I